Yo, what is good? My anime people, what is good? We got two season finales, unfortunately, but uh, with some shows leaving, hold on, excuse me, just leaves an opening for new shows to come in, and hopefully we get some bangers this Monday coming up. But suppose a kid from the last dungeon, Boonies, was alright. It was alright. I think they played it super safe this week's episode. I feel like they can take as much time as they want, dropping another season. And if it is 12 episodes, we know exactly the type of formula we'll probably be looking at. A lot of stuff going on here, a lot of stuff happening there, and in the middle, some stuff happening that doesn't really matter to the overall plot, but it does matter to certain, people who are looking for certain types of stuff. Regardless, I am pretty interested if they do a season two and how Lloyd will become as a soldier and how strong he will be. Because to be able to take out this demon lord, who we find out was just a hero created by runes, it kind of begs the question as to why did they need that much of a powerful person? And if someone was capable of creating a human from runes, why didn't that person just take care of the situation by themselves? So, yeah, those are the two big questions, especially with villains nowadays just being like, oh, I'm only a villain because I was a hero for too long. Like, I think Batman inspired even more villain, uh, from hero to villain types of people. Either you live long enough to die, you live long enough to become the villain, or you die a hero. And in this case, he could never really die. He was immortal because of what he was needed for. And that left him in a position where now he can't really be defeated. He can't see himself losing to anyone besides one person. And everybody still sees him as a saint or like a good person because we finally get that answer. He really was a good person. He really was a saint in some ways, right? So to think that people still see him that way, it just goes to show you, why doesn't he just do good? If you are fading out of existence, like who you were, become someone else. But for him, the world is trash or boring or whatever the case is, which makes a lot of sense why him and the brother of Lloyd lined up so well. It's because even we learn about the brother not caring about this world, not finding it interesting, which is fair because he lives by the strongest monsters and yet he is slapping all of them, even though he doesn't have to like really do much for it, right? I mean, everybody that lives in the town has done something to get somewhere, but at the same time, once they've reached their max potential, it's boring. I mean, some of them find, you know, loved ones, they build families, they hunt, they train, they do this and that. But for Lloyd's brother, it's meaningless, and he doesn't want that for his little brother. So he teams up with the Demon Lord to pretty much give Lloyd a story of becoming a hero and saving this world. But what happened to the last hero who became a human and saved the world? He ended up being the next biggest villain. So it was an interesting concept to deal with because it sounds like an infinite circle if Lloyd really goes down that path, right? Because now you're just creating someone who could potentially do exactly what uh, everybody else is doing and leaving us in a bad position for a much stronger enemy in the future. But regardless, this was an interesting show from start to finish. I do gotta say, it felt the same, like not much change. If you've seen the first episode, you can kind of guess how most episodes were gonna play out, I feel. But yeah, I do like the character. This feels like Dan Machi, just a bigger joke. Uh, Dan Machi, with Bell being as strong as he is, he still doesn't believe he's anything. He still believes he's trash. And Lloyd always still thinks he's trash, right? Even though he's proven to do better than anyone else in this whole place, pretty much, he still believes he's trash. So they have that parallel, and at the same time, they're ridiculously powerful and save people every single episode almost. So to say that you're too weak to do stuff is laughable, but hey, it's a show. Well, with all that being said, everybody, I hope you have an amazing day, night, evening, and I will get to posting on Instagram, Twitter, so just be patient with me. But y'all really are patient with me, so I appreciate that. Peace.